Now let's turn our attention to earnings of Tier 2 banks. So very quickly, we have 4 banks that we're looking at today. We have ETI, that's Ecobank Transnational Incorporation. We also have Stanbic Bank, we have Fidelity Bank, and we have FCMB. So starting with ETI, that's third quarter 2022. 761.279 billion naira. Well, that was the turnover. And then in 2021, 686.768 billion naira. The percentage change there being 10.85. For Stanbic, 201.452 billion naira in 2022. And in 2021, 142.257 billion naira. The percentage change there 41.61. Fidelity Bank, 241.894 billion naira in 2022, and in 2021, 174.354 billion naira. The percentage change, 38.74. And of course, finally, FCMB, 200.087 billion naira in 2022, and in 2021, 149.467 billion naira. The percentage change there, 33.87. Well, let's have your thoughts, Charles.
Well, looking at turnover, again, I must commend the banking sector. You can see these banks, look at the turnover compared to what they did last year. Of course, we know recovering from COVID and the economy has opened. There is so many financial platforms now, so many things, innovations are coming up, and the financial service industry has really done so well for what we are seeing from this one. But however, yes, looking at ETI, yeah, that's a Pan-African bank. Yeah. They are virtually almost everywhere in Africa. I think headquarters in Togo, you know, and you can see their performance. Yes, but more importantly for ETI, I think they've shown leadership and they've seen that knowledge is very, very important. So not some few weeks ago, they had a training for financial journalists because they believe that people reporting the financial markets need to understand some basis of this market. It is not just reporting the market, but the implication of certain figures, they should understand it. So I give kudos to ETI for that. Then Stanbic, of course, they say it's a member of the Standard Bank of South Africa also. Yeah. And you know that it's also a market leader in their own market. Yes, Stanbic for me is a one-stop financial supermarket. Everything is there. Is it pension? Is it trustees? Is it stockbroking? Is it capital market? They have insurance. Insurance, exactly. Nominees, custodian, they are there, and of course, well-trained staff. They obtained, or what I call the Nigerian sustainability banking principle. They don't give you loan when they discover that what your project is going to have certain negative impacts on their environment. So you can see they follow that principle very well. And I must say, the founder has laid a very good foundation in terms of course, you can see they have good corporate governance. Succession plan is there. The next MD knows, unlike some organizations which we would not mention their name. Yes, looking at FCMB also in that category, they've done quite well too. FCMB really impressed me, you know, coming from is in Merchant Bank then, and you can see what they are doing now. They also have a capital market arm, that is a FCMB Capital Markets, which is basically an issuing house. They have the CSL, but only their registrar. I don't think they're operating their registrar outfit again. I'm sure they had to give it out, source it out to some other person. So, real commercial retail banking, they are there and they are doing so well. FCMB, yes, their UK branch is there, trying to find their feet. They're also doing quite well. But people are saying they've gone into microfinance also. Of course, because they are seeing the needs of the average Nigerian that cannot meet up commercial banking. So they created that product. So they have a full-fledged microfinance bank. So you can see bringing out solution to suit the needs of their customers. Okay. And I know some of the customers will now be making use of the microfinance bank. I think we have to move on now. There's a lot we have to say, but we have to move on now. So for profit after tax, we'll start with ETI, 117.404 billion naira in 2022. And in 2021, 104.505 billion naira. The percentage change there, 12.34.
For Stanbic, 55.185 billion naira in 2022, and in 2021, 39.949 billion. Percentage change, 38.14. Fidelity Bank, 34.959 billion naira in 2022. In 2021, 26.512 billion naira. The percentage change, 31.86. For FCMB, 22.820 billion naira in 2022, and in 2021, 13.804 billion naira. Percentage change, 65.31. Well, that's quite impressive. Seeing the percentage change, we have 65, 31, 38, and the least being 12. Mokhtar, very quickly, I know you like talking about TPS, but for now.
I like that.
Profit after tax.
Well, it is fantastic. It's a result that you're excited about when you look at these banks and they are tier 2 banks. Outside of ETI and Stanbic, IBTC, the other two, FCMB and Fidelity, still remain penny stock. For me, the exciting news was Fidelity seeing those good results and coming in to pay interim dividends.
Yeah.
That was exciting to me. So definitely, I think they are. These are what people like Ambrose will say. Well, you have both growth and value investment at the same equity, because when you look at Fidelity Bank, it still have room for more growth, and now it has even moved to a value stock with good fundamentals, especially they are present in the southeast, is really helping their balance sheets. And then when you look at FCMB, like Mr. Charles said, the diversity, the one-shop supermarket that they are, also is making investors to look at those places also in terms of growth and value. Stanbic IBTC too have been good, even if you look at the results also, it has been fantastic. So it's a good equities for people to go in. But again, my challenge with all of them, outside of Fidelity and then Stanbic, ETI and FCMB have not excited investors with good dividend payout in recent past, but maybe we'll have a change with that huge profit after tax.
All right, thank you so much. So earnings per share now. So for the earnings per share, ETI 6 naira 40 kobo, Stanbic 4 naira 26 kobo, Fidelity Bank 1 naira 21 kobo, and then we have FCMB 1 naira 15 kobo. Very quickly, I'd like Mr. Ajayi to speak on this. Oladipo Ajayi.
Yeah, thank you very much. If you see EPS, you will notice that ETI is on a grandstanding. And just like what my fellow analyst has mentioned earlier on, their exposure and their appearance in other African countries also a factor that has helped their business actually to stay afloat of time. And also, I not so much exposed to the volatility in FX because one way or the other they are one diversified by the strong appearance in other parts of Africa. Okay. And if you look at Stanbic very well, Stanbic is on.
All right, if you can hear me, do go on ahead, please. All right, I guess that's a connection issue there. Okay, let's have your thoughts on this, Ambrose.
Yeah, actually, I think my colleagues have spoken well on this number. These are impressive earnings from the banking sector. But one thing that we should look at, as dividend investor or traders, you look at the EPS for these companies listed in the market, in the financial sector. ETI is having about 6 naira 40 kobo. That is the highest in earning per share. And if you go back and look at the P ratio, about 1.17, that means this stock is what drastically cheap. We call it a cheap stock. But for me, if you are thinking where you can put money in, I think this stock look attractive to put your money in ETI compared to others. But others are still good. But from the result we are seeing, you look at their top line about 700 and something, but look at what I said, about almost 900 and something. You can see this stock, this banking stock are really expanding in terms of what their gross earnings. For me, it's a good one. Tell us that the bank is a place to be. And also, I said it earlier, that anywhere in the world, banking sector is the engine room of economic development and growth. For that, whether you are in a boom or in a down situation, there's always business going for the banking sector. That is why I say it's the toast of investor any day, any time. And also in Nigeria, we see that our banks have been consistent in dividend payouts. For that, now that we're already at the end of the year, positioning for dividend. This bank, that's why I see, I'm not surprised seeing all the banks being the most traded stock for today, because people are taking position ahead of what the 2023 corporate action. For me, it's a good one. The numbers speak for itself. ETI leading by earnings, also attractive at low P ratio. Also, if you look at the profit margin of these companies, they're also attractive. Tell you that we are really moving in the right direction as we speak now. Investors should just relax and invest wisely. We are seeing some banking stock. If you want to do the high caps or the first year they are there, like Muta just said, we know that ETI and the Stanbic are not the low cap stock to really report. Yes. You can see that their earnings also showing that they are heading somewhere. That's why I tell them when I saw the earnings of Fidelity, I think it should also be classified from penny stock to, because we're seeing earnings, we're seeing growth, we're seeing also meeting up what the first year banks are doing, paying them as far as Stanbic is doing, GTB is doing.
Very quickly, I would like you to also bring the profit margin into this. We're closing in 2 minutes. Okay. ETI at 15.42, Stanbic Bank at 27.39, Fidelity 14.45, and then FCMB 11.41. I'd like you to close on this.
No, if you look at what is happening in terms of cost, there's why some banks are closing by 330. You can see that the profit margin is able to manage their cost. Then, I mean, for any bank to have anything above 10% in terms of profit margin, that company is really, they are effectively run. For me, it's a good one for the banks. And also, don't forget that banks are already doing business more online. That's why I tell you that the time to go and queue has reduced in the bank. But let's reduce this kind of change of fund. Now bring your old money. That's why people in the bank. Before now, people do online, and that has helped the bank during COVID-19, where everybody was still at home. Banks were still posting positive numbers because there were still activities. So I believe that this is going to support the bank going to the future, especially as we are going toward digital economy around the globe. For that, the banks will benefit from it. But on the strength of their profit margin, I say kudos to the bank. And we investors, you know that well-run bank will pay you also dividend. That's why we look at your return on equity. If you also look at return on equity of this bank, most of them are above 15%. And I tell you, any company that is giving you return on equity above 15 is
double digits.
Well, talking about above 15, we have ETI, that's for return on equity. ETI 15.50, Stanbic 14.52. Fidelity 10.95, and then FCMB 8.66. Well, I think that settles it. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Congratulations to my brokers who were inducted yesterday.
Okay, congratulations to them. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. Investors should go invest wisely and make money at this any season and enjoy their Christmas with a lot of jollof rice
and chicken. All right, thank you so much for joining us, Mukhtar Mohammed. It was a great pleasure listening to you today.
Thank you so much. Santa is in the market.
Exactly.
Santa is in the market.
All right, Oladipo Ajayi, thank you also for sharing your thoughts with us today.
You are most welcome. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Okay. Well, it's a pleasure having you on the show today. My name is Perpetua Fasame Peter. Do enjoy the rest of the day. Happy weekend. Bye for now.